The orb is coming up. There we go. The dark green that you see on the screen, that's where the sprinkler's been hitting. Where it changes to the lighter color, that's where it's heavy dew, and it was a heavy dew this morning. I had to throw a towel on the bike seat. It's hiding over there. That seat cover Ron's got on there, it's nice because the sun don't burn your ass when it's sitting outside. But it's a fabric cover, and it holds the dew really well. So throw a towel over it, keep my butt dry for a little bit. Time to get this thing moved. So looks like I need both hands. Figured I'd show you what's left of my pile of rock. Nothing. Oh, and he's gonna get up here and stretch for us. Hi, bud. Yeah, you're the one I caught yesterday, grabbing a big mouthful and stepping out and dropping it. Probably make a difference if we had a different feeder in here, but we don't have another one of those fancy ones. They make a big mess. And nobody asked, but I'll tell you anyway. The long span wire gates in there is because we had gates in there before we replaced all the fences. And oh yeah, there's the Massey that she was in the background. But if you look over there, Swather and a trailer. That trailer I used to pull when we did round bales behind a 24-foot flatbed truck. And I could come in where the trailer and bale wagon are parked here. I'd just come around below the machine shed, drive right straight back here, right on through those gates, and I'd pull up along this barn, which gave me room on the other side to unload. And then I could back over there, other side of the rake, and come right back out the same way because I can't make the corner between the house and the machine shed. So when we did it, when we redid the fence, we left those in there, and I can still get the tractor and trailer in the same way. The problem is these guys are always in here, and on a good day I used to get 3 loads in every day. So you just kind of needed nobody in here. And of course, as the way this was, there's no way I'd have got through here. And all that stuff we scraped out that was over there, and all the stuff that was around here, if you can see it very well, it's along the fence. Because they're in here so much, there's always something in here anymore. They beat that down along the fence. And there's actually spades showing on a couple of those steel posts. So when we clean this barn or do this, that goes up there. It's all dirt and manure and chaff. And they'll climb on it, they'll play on it, they'll beat it in, and it'll be there for another couple of years. Just keeps the fence from falling down. It works. And what I got left there, basically up to the edge of the gate, that will probably take all the manure that's in the 2 bull runs, which sometime very soon I'll probably get that cleaned out, and all I gotta do is just dump it over the fence right there. So that's how that used to happen. And we got a couple babies that haven't gone to the barn yet. They'll get there. So anyway, gotta figure the day, and I hear the dogs barking in the barn. Blue likes to bark at anybody when he's eating. So I'm assuming that Tylen's here and she's feeding, especially since I don't see any cows over here. Smile for the camera.
Huh? You can't really tell.
Yeah, kind of hard to see in here.
Kind of hard to see in here, but I'm swollen.
Right in there, that's still swelled up from yesterday's bee stings. And here's a finger with the Band-Aid and a chew pouch. And right there, that one I think is a bite. And anybody, these freaking paper wasp bastards, we just call them bees, yellow jackets. I mean, they're not technically yellow jackets, but oh, by the way, she got that thing in here for me. I gotta go out because I don't think the traveler's moving. They love to bite, and I have had them. I've watched them do it to me when I couldn't do anything about it.
That was me today.
They grab a hold of you and they sink the stinger in, and they take a bite at the same time. And I tell you what, 9 times out of 10, that bite will take a week or 2 weeks before it's healed up and quits hurting and the sting. And you put some chew on it. Within a few hours, it feels much better. And incidentally, found out many years ago, it doesn't have to be chewing tobacco. You can break a chunk of cigarette off and get it wet, just wet with water. Or if you really want to taste it, stick it in your mouth and get it wet.
Or spit on it.
Or spit on it. But it has to be damp. And that will draw the shit out too on a sting. So Nelson, I don't know if you smoke. You live in the right part of the country. I mean, really. If you do get stung, we actually at one point, a friend many years ago left a pack of cigarettes when he was in town.
Was that when Boogie she stepped on a bumblebee, didn't she?
Yeah, something.
And stung on her big toe on her foot.
And at the time, I had quit chewing for a short period of time. I was chewing the fake stuff, which doesn't work at all. So, the light bulb went off in my head. I went in the house and I opened that pack of cigarettes and I tore a chunk off and I run underneath the sink for a minute. We taped that onto her toe and it worked. Anyway, just an FYI, if you do get stung, they definitely help. So she's taking a break off the roof. She was on the main barn.
I have no more bee spray.
Yeah, she ran out of bee spray too.
That was a big goddamn nest.
The
size of the fan.
Started with the low roof over the top where 224 still is. And she was in the lower part where Bam Bam's group goes in.
I had it almost done.
Yeah, she's almost done hosing. But anyway, that's how our day's going. Just freaking wonderful. She didn't need to get stung again. But on a positive note, I'm glad it's her and not me. I haven't showed you much other than she got stung earlier. A pile of boulders and concrete over there is gone. And this pile's in the bucket.
Yeah, because of me.
Because of her.
Just saying.
She got most of them rolled in. A couple of them I was able to pick up and scoop. It looks like she dumped too big of a rock on top of the toolbox on the bike and broke the lid. Since I'm looking at a broken lid right now.
Huh?
She can't see it, but anybody else can see it.
What? This?
The broken toolbox lid on the bike.
Oh, dude, it's been broken.
Not like that.
Yeah, it has.
Anyway.
He'll show you my rock garden.
Oh, she wants me to take a video of her rock garden. She's been taking, well, she's got a couple bigger ones, but the smaller ones too, and putting them over by Grandma's house. Spot where the landscaper guys, they like to drag their lawnmower through and it screws things up. And the dogs like to run through there, so it'll slow them down. And the traveler's straight over there. Neither one of us can see it. We're assuming it's actually still coming in. I got it moving pretty slow, but it was still moving earlier.
I'm going to find out myself.
So she's going to find out. She'll go see how far in it is. My plan is it'll take till morning to get in. That's my plan. There it is. This big rock Becky had me bring down from our stockpile at the top of the driveway a while back. All them other ones are the ones Ty could handle by hand. And there are a bunch of bulbs mixed in underneath there, so we'll see what happens when they come up. Hopefully they all come up. I think it'd be pretty. And where that bee's nest is under the railroad tie. Mom put 2 traps out. The one to this side is water in the top and an attractant in the bottom, so they can come in either way, and the other one's just regular old yellow jacket trap. And, you know, not knowing what the temperature is, because I haven't finished getting my new weather station set up. It's sitting in the sun most of the day. But it's said, you know, 100 and some degrees already. I just checked one in the shop. The one in the shop is consistently 5 degrees cold when it's hot out, because it's protected. And it's, you know, in a nice cool spot. Well, it says 85. So that means we're 90. Yay. And they say we're not supposed to hit 90 for another 2 days. But I would think that'd be pretty close to accurate now. It's sitting here in the shade now. And yeah, that's what it is. I don't know if it's any good or not, we'll find out. And she's off. In more ways than one. Okay, thanks for watching, everybody. You can watch the rude one leave.